Good afternoon, everyone. It's Living the Good Life, and I have some finds for you. We found a family-run estate sale that was only advertised in one location, and we were the first ones there. People came and went when they realized they were going to have to wait for a while, and we kept hoping, oh, please let them open early. They did, and so it was really good. We got in there, and I ran off to find a piece of RS Prussia, a big tankard. And I had something similar to it, but I thought, if it's really cheap, I'll get it. Well, it was $20 and I would have gotten it, but oh my goodness, the number of cracks in it. So I put it back down and I rushed back to the jewelry. So you can see I found some things. So I'm going to get into those stuff first and then show you the jewelry. So the boring side, I got sheets for $2 for each piece. So that was fun. I got this out in the garage. So after I got, did a quick look through the kitchen and all the jewelry, I went out in the garage, and that is where like so much of the good stuff was. So I had this $2, this little letter sorter, really neat one with brass. These were in a spare bedroom down on the floor, so you got to remember to look up, look on the walls, look under the tables. There were these two swans, wood cutouts with the painting on them, and they were $3 each. There was that one, and then this one's a slightly lighter blue. Really neat. Then we have this was like this first thing I picked up. It was a milk glass swung vase for $3. I found this after multiple times of going past it. The woman did ceramics, and she had a lot of unpainted ones that my friend found, Christmas trees that were not painted, so she's trying to figure out what to do with those. But this had all these flowers in it, and you couldn't even see what the base of it was until I dug it out. And it was a swan, so $3 for it. I found one Tupperware salt shaker for $1. I dug for and couldn't find anything else. I got this Florentine plaque for $1. That was a fun one. And there's a few other things that I've got for the next video, but let's get into the jewelry. So I made a pile and it was taking too long and more people were coming, and I thought, oh goodness, I said, can you make me a deal if I buy a lot? Yeah, we can. So I just started sticking the box in my bag, and I started taking things back to them though so more people could look, but I ended up with some duds. So there was this, it does not look like sterling. I got some of these because they were really, look like they had the possibility of being gold, and then these were really fun. They have a little locket on each one of these earrings. These were fun, just little pearl ones, seed pearls that I'll probably wear. And then I threw this in. This is a, what kind of watch is it? Boy, it's tiny. Elgin, gold-filled watch. It says it up there at the top. And it was cheap. It was like $2. These are gold-filled, pearl in a cage earrings. This is a sterling silver Mexico articulated. Well, I thought it was. No, I guess it's not. No, just a little fish, and it's got, it's got it here, at the top with all the. So that was kind of fun. I don't know why. But then I did find gold. So I found this little box of rings. I go, oh my goodness, there were some cheapo ones. And then there was this one. And they have pulled the stones out. Sorry, it's not focusing. They pulled the stones out. But inside, even though it's not marked, I think one of these is marked. I think this one is marked. And it says 14 karat right there. And I can't see through the camera what you can see because I'm so nearsighted, but as you can tell there was that one. There was this one that has been cut, so you really can't see the mark anymore, but you can just tell by the insides that it is gold. It has opals, and unfortunately it has two opals missing, but those are fun. Again, about $2 each. Here was a gold bracelet. Here is a slightly thicker gold bracelet, 14 karat, but it's broken. I did find one actual watch that is gold, listed up here at the top, 14 karat. Here is the watch. Really neat. These are 14 karat gold earrings. Very thin, but they add up. These are 14 karat gold. These are little 14 karat gold, and so are these. Okay? And then I'm gonna wait and get back to the necklaces. Let's go ahead and look at some of the brooches. And again, I threw these in. I should have looked at them a little better because they were $2 to $3 each. And then after she added up, she took off some an amount. But I wouldn't have gotten some of these if I knew they were missing. But this is a really pretty one. And here's an enamel one. I'm showing you the backs because the jewelry people like to know, figure out what they are. This one was fun, but up here we have a missing stone. So, you know, what use is that? How are you going to find one that color and not that size? We have this one that is intact, thank goodness. We have this one with the Aurora Borealis. Gracious, I'm kind of far away from the table. We have this one. Unfortunately, this one has a big stone missing over here, but someone might be able to find one for that. Here we go. I like this one. This one is really neat too. Some little scatter ones. Sorry, my shoulder was starting to hurt. Here's one here. Almost like a little, I want to say milk glass, but it's plastic. Here's another enamel. And I think this one has stones missing too. Yeah, right there. Big stone missing, but hopefully somebody can find, you know, we can find something for that. This one has one missing here, and I would have worn that. And I wonder if that's a missing stone too. Can't tell. Yeah, it is. 2 missing stones. Oh, how disappointing. And then I got this set for $3, and I think it has one tiny little stone missing, but look how fun that is with the matching clip-on earrings. Don't know if it has any, go back up here, any name on it at all. Don't see it. Here's how it's made, so that all of you jewelry people. There was nothing on the clasp. It had been worn quite a bit. So $3 for that set. Then up here, we have a beautiful long 14 karat gold chain. Amazing. And we have a 14 karat gold chain with this opal pendant. I will love wearing that. That is going to be so much fun. And over here, I didn't really know what I had, but if it had the right kind of little tag on it, I took it. The top one is sterling silver, and the bottom one is white, 14 karat white gold. Now, I think there are some 10 karat mixed in here. So when I added everything up and did the math at $4,300 an ounce for gold, I multiplied times 0.5 instead of 0.5833 for 14 karat. And it came up to like $1,230 in value. So go down from there. Plus you can only get 95% of the value of everything. So I've got $1,100 to $1,200 worth of gold that I found, which was such a blast. But I wish I could have spent so much time in there, especially if we could have gotten in when we first arrived. It just people just started arriving, and it just started getting to be pandemonium. But there was a lot of really neat stuff. And in fact, if they are still going on Sunday, I might go back and see what's left. It was really fun. So here's just another quick scan of everything. I have a few more things, like I said. And I'm hoping that I'll find some sales to go to today to put those in on another video. Take care. Bye-bye.